I'm Karan. So I've already created a professor already in our database. So I'll log in with that professor, Professor Donald. So you can see that he's taking a particular course which is Python programming section 1, and we support CRUD of courses. So if I go here inside this, he can edit the course which he has created. Currently the threshold he has set as 75. Let's set it to 80 and let's check. So this threshold will be used for the comparison for the assignments. uh, Also he can add new courses, but okay. So now let's jump into the main aspect, which is the which is comparison of the assignments. Now for Professor Donald, uh, there are three submissions, and suppose if he wants to compare all these three submissions and generate a report for them. So instead of selecting these submissions, what he'll do is he'll just click on compare all. Click on this button. So you can see here we got uh, three reports for Alice and Barney, Emma, Barney, and Emma with Alice. So you can see Alice and Barney were caught for plagiarism because their percentage matches 94.3, whereas Emma and Barney and Emma and Alice's submissions are not that similar. So if I click here, you can see the submission percentage for Alice with Barney is 94.3, whereas for Alice with Emma is 59.0. As it was a compare all, so all the results are in the same report. But if I click on this, you can see, oh, you can see this code constructs which are similar. So now I'll show you cross semester and cross section comparison in our application for plagiarism. So I will log in with an already registered professor of in our application, which is Professor Scrooge. So you can see that he's taking a Python programming section 2 in spring 2018, and the same fall Python fall programming section 2 in fall 2017. Now we need to compare the submissions for spring 2018 and fall 2017, and also between cross sections. So let's jump into that. I'll take these assignments, and you can see that there's only one submission, but I want to do the cross semester and cross section comparison. So I'll add these semesters. I'll say, okay, select if there was any course with this course number, and select compare with other sections. And now I'll jump into the compare. So my intention is that get all the submissions for fall 2017 and spring 2017 for this course, and compare with other sections if they exist for the current semester. So let's click on compare and let's see the results. So you can see the cross semester cross section comparison, where you can see the section 2 version 1 is compared with section 1. So in spring 2018, so there was a section 2 in spring 2018 and section 1 in spring 2018. So this is cross section. And you can see fall 2017 compared with spring 2018. So this is cross semesters. So we have covered these two things, and their reports are generated for Harry and Alice and Ted and Barney.
Hi, I'm Kirti. My friend Karan just walked you through the process where a professor logs in, selects course assignments manually, and then performs the comparison manually as well. But our system has another setup where we have a scheduler that runs every 10 minutes to scan latest files for plagiarism. And then it sends the report by email to the professor when the plagiarism is detected. So he doesn't necessarily have to log in and then perform all these comparisons. To demonstrate this, I log in as Professor Amy. So you can see that Amy teaches C++ for section 1. Another feature that I would like to highlight here is that our application supports comparisons for C and C++ files in addition to Python. So if I go into the course, I can see that there's an assignment here, and there are two submissions which I created earlier by two different students. And the professor doesn't have to manually select compare. The professor just gets an email which looks like this as a result of the scheduler comparison, and then they can just click on this and see that C++ files have been compared for plagiarism, and there was a 100% match. So these are the submissions by Barney and Robin that were compared. Another way of viewing the same result would be that Professor Amy could just go to her course page as soon as she logs in without having to navigate here. She can click on view violations, and the same reports are right here. Thank you.